Do you know how much longer fairy liquid lasts? Well, we took the best of all the other liquids and tested it against fairy. The other liquid lasted pretty well. One bottle did all this washing up. Not bad. Till you see what fairy can do. Fairy's longer-lasting suds mean it can do all this and more, much more. On average, 50% more. And, of course, it's still as mild and gentle as ever. Fairy's not just a little bit better. It's 50% better than the best of the rest.
It's not the end of the world. Look, it's your favorite spaghetti. Oh, Nick. There's plenty more fish in the sea. Slow down, Jason.
When I broke up with my boyfriend... Sorry.
This looks a bit good.
Women.
In half an hour's time, Clifton Webb and Myrna Loy star in Cheaper by the Dozen, our afternoon film. He's a time and motion expert. She's his wife. And the dozen, well, they're the children, a dozen children. First, though, Mr. Smith.
You'd hardly give a 5-year-old a bicycle and then expect him to get himself safely to school. It just wouldn't be good sense. And you'd hardly give 10-year-olds cricket bats and let them practice in front of your greenhouse. That wouldn't be good sense either. So why give a 15-year-old an air weapon and then let him play with it as though it were just a harmless toy? That's asking for trouble. People who know about guns know about safety too. At a shooting club, they will learn how to handle a gun safely and how to improve their shooting skills. So if you're thinking of giving a teenager an air weapon, get this leaflet from your local police station and find out how to enjoy guns safely. Gun sense is good sense.
After the break, our film this afternoon is Cheaper by the Dozen.
How does a 300-ton hovercraft run on less pressure than a car tire? Find out in How It Works from Marshall Cavendish, an A to Z encyclopedia of today's technology. Each week it makes clear the technology behind things you see and hear about. How do lenses take color out of photographs? How do factories create rainbows? How does a cruise missile avoid radar? How can a satellite tell the difference between corn and wheat? And how do the latest hi-fi recordings sound better by deceiving your ears? If you want to know, get How It Works and see the world through different eyes.
When I pay good money for saucepans, I expect them to last. Don't you? Now, Prestige Lifetime is guaranteed to last 10 years. And that means thousands of hours on your cooker, but a lot of time in the washing up. That's why only Prestige Lifetime have thicker stainless steel bodies, solid copper bottoms, and real teak handles. Excuse me.
You can put the dinner on. I'll be home in 20 minutes.
For looks that last, it's Lifetime. Only from Prestige.
I've stopped using April Fresh Lenor because I found a new conditioner that smells more natural.
Let me smell it. I don't believe it. I wouldn't change. I prefer using Lenor. The softness is nice. The smell is the most important thing to me.
Here, smell this.
Oh, this is beautiful. It smells very, very fresh. What is it? Lenor. New, improved April Freshness Lenor.
You glad you didn't have to change?
Absolutely.
New April Fresh Lenor smells more natural than ever before.
Do you know how much longer fairy liquid lasts? Well, we took the best of all the other liquids and tested it against fairy. The other liquid lasted pretty well. One bottle did all this washing up. Not bad. Till you see what fairy can do. Fairy's longer-lasting suds mean it can do all this and more, Much more. On average, 50% more. And of course, it's still as mild and gentle as ever. Fair is not just a little bit better, it's 50% better than the best of the rest.
These children are rather special, and there's 27,000 reasons why. Because in the Airtours Summer 86 brochure, there's 27,000 kids' holidays, all free. And with 10 sun-drenched resorts to choose from, flying from 6 local airports, mums and dads can enjoy our very special prices. And they're all fully guaranteed. But you mustn't delay. See your travel agent for our brochure, or phone Airtours now, because free holidays can't last forever.
These are the carpets that go into the trucks, that deliver to the stores, that are all part of Britain's biggest independent carpet retail.
Come on.
Come in.
Step into Storey Carpets.
Step into low, low prices on over 1,000 designs and colour combinations. Step into this sensational offer. Manhattan broadloom at £2.50 a square yard. Or save £7 a square yard on this Marlborough Axminster at only £11.90. Step into expert service that gives you real confidence from beginning to end.
I do love this new carpet.
So when it comes to carpets,
Come on.
Come in.
Step into Storey Carpets.
Don't forget, at 7:45 tonight, we are live from Her Majesty's. Jimmy Tarbuck has an all-star lineup for us with George Benson, Johnny Nash, Stu Francis and Lena Zavaroni among the guests, which means we'll get some of the best of British and international entertainment. Next, though, it's our film.
The names are here. For him, for him, for her, for you. The new arrivals are in. At Marcus Price. Now.
Why is glue such an important component of Britain's most innovative car? Find out in How It Works from Marshall Cavendish, an A to Z encyclopedia of today's technology. Week by week, it makes clear the technology behind things you see and hear about. How does this become the world's most destructive force in 1/1,000,000th of a second? Why is this fighter so dangerous when it stops? How does a 5-ton machine pick fruit more gently than the human hand? Why does this deadly rifle need an exhaust? And how does an aerosol improve printing? If you want to know, get How It Works and see the world through different eyes.
Sunbrite and your room heater, made for each other.
I've got a plane to catch. My keys.
Your case, sir.
Won't you?
I must fly.
Over the last 2 years, everyone at British Airways has been trained in the art of putting people first. We seem to have taken it to heart. No wonder British Airways is the world's favorite airline.
When I pay good money for saucepans, I expect them to last. Don't you? Now, Prestige Lifetime is guaranteed to last 10 years. And that means thousands of hours on your cooker, but a lot of time in the washing up. That's why only Prestige Lifetime have thicker stainless steel bodies, solid copper bottoms, and real teak handles. Excuse me.
You can put the dinner on. I'll be home in 20 minutes.
For looks that last, it's Lifetime. Only from Prestige.
Support the Great Britain team as they take on the best in the world in the IAAF World 15-kilometre Road Race Championships for women at Gateshead Leisure Centre, Prince Consort Road, Gateshead. Race starts at 12:15 p.m. Saturday, November the 2nd, 1985.
There they go, Toby and Michael, off on another adventure.
That's Toby. He's a pal dog.
Toby's so active and full of life.
That's because Pal is prime and juicy with delicious jelly. And Pal's the one with the extra vitality of nourishing marrowbone.
He seems to stay so keen and alert.
Yes, he's a pal dog, all right.
And he keeps Michael on the go from dawn till dusk.
Pal with marrowbone. For active life.
To make 1 can of Carnation, it takes nearly 2 whole pints of pure, fresh milk, with no added sugar, no preservatives, no colouring. Carnation milk is concentrated, so it's creamy and delicious, on all sorts of dishes, and in all sorts of dishes. Don't just pour it on. Carnation milk is purely delicious, in all sorts of dishes.
Sheer colour, tights and stockings by Pretty Polly. So smooth, 9 out of 10 cats prefer them.
With Bupa, it's reassuring to know should you fall ill and need treatment, you and your doctor can choose the specialist who's going to look after you. You'll have the peace of mind of knowing you can afford to go into hospital at a time to suit you and stay in a private room with all the comforts of home. In fact, you feel better just knowing Bupa's there. If you'd like to know more, write to Bupa, Free Post, London. Bupa. It makes all the difference.
Oh, you're almost ready, Diane. How about a coffee?
You've changed brands.
It's probably Nescafe in another jar.
It can't be. Nescafe don't make coffee for anyone else. Only Nescafe has that special blend and roast for that richer, smoother taste.
Nescafe coming up.
Well?
That's the Nescafe taste. It's the one for my customers.
Oh, good. A hairdresser with fringe benefits.
Nescafe don't make coffee for anyone else.
It's 2 for 1 at Smith's. Yes, any 2 garments, including suede and sheepskin, cleaned and hand-finished for the price of 1. 2 for 1 at Smith's. Don't miss it.
I'm going to tell you how it's going to be. With Scotch's lifetime guarantee. Tape what you want both night and day. Then re-record, not fade away. Re-record, not fade away. Re-record, not fade away.
Every recording as good as the first, or we'll give you a new tape. You can watch Scotch forever.
Re-record, not fade away.
Benylin, the leading cough medicine for many years, proved really effective and available without prescription. Benylin, the #1 name for coughs.